Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Josh from West Tech Pros. Today we are going to be building us a nice little, gaming system. It's a mid-range gaming system, nothing too fancy. But we do have us a Ryzen 5 1600 AF. And then we have us some 16 gigabytes of DDR4 3000 memory. These are XPG. We have us a nice Toshiba M.2 NVMe SSD and an RX 580 8 gig. We have a 500 watt EVGA power supply. That's a bronze 80 plus bronze plus 80 plus bronze. Sorry, 80 plus bronze. And an A320M micro ATX motherboard. All this going into a Fractal Focus G. Black. So, let's get started. Today's video is brought to you by no one because I don't have sponsors. I'm a new YouTube channel. First we're going to do, we're going to pull out our motherboard. Alright. Pull this. Get my bracket. Alright. Since I don't have an anti-static cloth, I'm going to use the box here as a placeholder for the motherboard so we can set it in the system. There we go. Bracket is attached. Next up, let's turn it this way. We have our CPU. And go ahead and get that pulled out. Very, very nice. Be very careful with these. They have the pins on the bottom and they can break very, very easily. First thing we're going to do is lift up this little lifter here. That will release the mechanism to lock it. Line the arrow up on the corner of the processor with the corner of the socket. Drop it in nice and easy. Give it a little wiggle. And then we pull it down. Processor is installed. Alright, well, here's the deal. I think I have a better way of doing this. We're going to use the power of Thor. Awesome. And you got a built PC. That easy. And with the power of Thor, you can also give it a little extra juice. But not everybody can do that. So we're going to rewind a little bit and we're going to show you how to do it properly. We put in our memory. All we have to do is make sure these little tabs are down. We line up the pins there with the little slot and we push. That's not lining up. And we push. And there you go. Let's do it click into place. Hear it click into place. And then we go to the next one. Push that in, clicks into place, and we're done. Then we can install our SSD real quick. We'll pull this little screw out. Put the SSD in the slot. If it wants to go. screw that down like so. And we're going to apply some thermal paste to the CPU. Get us a nice little bead right there. And then we shall place the cooler down in its proper designated position. Make sure it's lined up good. And then we can screw it down. And there we go. Awesome. Alright, now we got the Fractal Focus G. Very widely used case, very well known, has great airflow, great expandability, can fit AIOs, things like that in it. And very low cost, only about 55 bucks or so. Now, first thing we do, we'll open up these side panels. Alright, put that down there. We got us a Western Digital 1 terabyte hard drive that I'm going to be installing in this too, for all the games and stuff to put in there. It's the SSDs, 256 gig, and it's not going to hold very many games. That'll be the boot drive. Alright, next up, I'm going to open this. Super open. Alright, next thing on the list is we're going to install the motherboard. And I'll screw that down. Alright, we got motherboard in. Now, we move on to power supply. Oh, now this is a 50 or 80 plus bronze, sorry. Very decent power supply. But should have plenty of power to do what we need it to do. Alright. Got to screw it in the back here, tighten it up. And that goes there. Wonderful. Okay. So, we'll start managing all these, running these wires out. Alright, now that's installed. There we go. Plugged in. Get the excess out. Now we can put this hard drive back in. That's just clipped into there, slides right into that bay. Alright, now we got the GPU, our MSI RX 588 gig. Very, very beautiful graphics card. Look at that. That's just pretty there. Now we'll place in our graphics card. just like so. Make sure it snaps in. Now for the back panel. Alright, now for the peel. Money shot right there. Oh yeah. And finally, oh yeah, makes you feel good. We got our back panel on and we got our front panel on, and it's looking really good in there. Now all it is left to do is boot it up and see what it'll do. Alright, here is the moment of truth. And we got post.